again right now to the street gang representatives, to the skinhead and KKK representatives. The First Amendment gives both your organizations freedom of speech. You're here to tell us what's on your mind, what you're thinking about, and what's going on. We will not tolerate physical provocation or any attempts at violence. They will be dealt with immediately by our own security and CBS security. Anyone who gets out of line will be charged in a court of law. We're not going to tolerate. This is about a discussion about ideas and feelings. This is not about a rumble. All right? All right? All right. Now let's start by, I'll ask, first we'll start with the skinhead side to identify from left to right, Donnie. Just identify yourselves, and then we'll do the same for the gang representatives. Let's start with you.
My name is Corey. I'm the state youth coordinator for White Order.
And Corey, how old are you?
17.
And how long have you been involved in White Order?
8 months.
8 months. Okay, and how did you get involved, may I ask?
I went to one of the meetings, and I liked what they had to say.
Okay. Next.
I'm Clyde. I'm from Tacoma, Washington. I'm an independent that associates myself with the larger, more progressive white preferentialist groups in the Northwest.
What is a white preferentialist group?
Well, that's basically, well, some people think white supremacist is too radical, and some think that white separatist is too moderate. So,
it's someplace in the middle.
Yes.
Okay. Next, sir.
Yeah, Bill Albers from California. We're a national clan. We're in 42 states and 7 foreign countries, and we're an underground clan.
An underground clan?
Right.
So you can't tell us how big your organization is?
Well,
other
I said
than...
we're in 42 states and 7 foreign countries.
All right, how is business here in California?
Great.
Okay. Okay. All right. Yes, next.
I'm David Sahari. I'm the National Director for White Order.
So, David, how old are you?
22.
22 years old. And how long have you been involved?
I started this organization almost 4 years ago.
Okay. And finally?
I'm John Traylor.
You were the fellow in the video piece.
Right.
Okay, and tell us about yourself.
I'm the Chief of Security for the Aryan Nations of the state of California.
All right. Now, give him a chance to speak, ladies and gentlemen. We're not going to get very far if we don't give him a chance to speak. All right, let me ask you, John, what does a Chief of Security do?
I provide security for the AN leaders if they come down to California to speak.
Okay, and how is Aryan, what's the group again?
Aryan Nations.
How is the Aryan Nations doing in its recruiting efforts here in Southern California?
Very well.
And do you attribute that to anything?
No, not really.
Now, what's the basic philosophy? Why would people join your group?
Because we believe in separation. That's all we want, separation.
Okay. All right, hold it. Those are the 5 that have been selected to speak for the skinhead Aryan side. Now let's go to the 5 who will speak for the LA gang side. First, gentleman.
Yeah, I'm Grizzly from Little Watts.
Hold it. Grizzly, are you an Anglo person?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. Now, how old are you?
23.
Now, you look like a skinhead. Are you a skinhead?
No, not at all.
All right. Next.
They call me Kwati from Little Watts.
Okay. How old are you, Kwati?
25.
25? How long have you been in the gang?
About 8 or 9 years.
8 or 9 years?
Yeah.
Long time.
Yeah.
All right. Next.
Black Diamond. I'm one of the original members of the first LA Blood gang.
That's the Blood versus the Crip, the Blood versus Crip fame. Okay.
Right. But at the...
Now, have you been in prison, Black Diamond?
I've been in jail several
You've been in county jail?
All of that.
You have any rumbles in jail with these guys?
I knocked a few of them pajamas off.
There's not going to be any... No pajamas will be knocked off on my show.
Oh, no, not to say that's what today.
Okay, thank you,
Right
Black
at the
Diamond.
present time, you know.
Okay, I hear you. Next.
Yeah, I'm Red, original member from the Hoover Crip gang.
So you're a Crip. So you guys, the Bloods and the Crips, were like ancient enemies around here, right?
No, we're not anymore.
Not anymore. Now there's a truce?
Well,
yeah. Okay. All right. And finally, hold it. Yes, ma'am.
My name is Poochie. I'm an ex-member from the Queensville Style Gang.
And how old are you, Poochie?
18.
18? How long have you been a gang member?
For like 3 years.
All right. Now, John, what's the difference between your group and a gang? Aren't you just the white racist version of a street gang?
No. No. We are not gang members. We are an organization. We are a national organization. We do not believe in gang violence. We don't go do drive-bys. We don't do anything like that at all.
Wait, hold it. You don't believe in violence. As I recall, last July, 8 skinheads from Southern California were arrested and charged in a bizarre plot to blow up black churches.
Were they Aryan Nations?
They were not members.
Let them speak, please.
They were not members of Aryan Nations. Aryan Nations does not tolerate any kind of violent activity
Do you
at all.
endorse? Bill, do you endorse their efforts? Quiet, please. Do you endorse their efforts?
Aryan Nations?
No, the efforts of the 8 alleged plotters in this assassination
No,
attempt.
I don't think violence is going to get anybody anywhere. You got to sit down and discuss your problems. Don't matter if it's black, white, yellow, or green.
All right. Black Diamond?
Yeah, I would like to add, I didn't get a chance when you was introducing me, but right now we're a human rights organization because we recognize that you can be black, brown, red, yellow, white, whatever. At the end of the month, we all need a little more money to pay these bills.
It is high tide for Hitler, surf Nazis, wash up on the California coast. That is the focus of this live edition of Heraldo. High tide for Hitler, surf Nazis washing up on the California coastline. Yes, ma'am.
Hi, I have a comment. What I don't understand is this. The problem is you need to stop and think about yourselves, what love means, and think about God. Your mistake is you don't know God. Because if you knew my God, like I know him, you wouldn't be sitting up there, and as black people, you know better. Because we have been through enough. We do not need to practice what we were taught. Use your mind, baby. Your mind can take you a long way.
First, let me say that young Corey was too nervous to stay on stage. She's gotten into the audience. A fellow named Stan has replaced her. I don't know anything about you, Stan.
I'm Stan Wittick of the National Socialist American Workers' Party, commonly referred to as the American Nazi Party.
Okay, great. That's enough. Okay, hold on. Bill, what about compassion and Christian feelings for one another?
Well, I got feelings for my own people, you know, love your white race, marry your own kind, go to school with your own kind, go to church your own kind. The black man and the black woman, they want to stay with their own race and keep their race pure. I don't see nothing wrong. Like Louis Farrakhan, he said, you know, he wants his own nation. We figure we want 5 northwestern states. He wants 5 southern states. I feel I don't have no combat with that.
So you are a Louis Farrakhan fan, then?
Well, I'm not a fan of his, but the point is, wait a minute.
Let me hear him, please.
Wait a minute, let me speak.
Go ahead.
The point is, I respect him for a black man, and he's trying to get his people off the welfare, set up his own nation.
Okay. Please. Red, what about what the lady says? The young lady in the audience did not direct her comments strictly at the white supremacists. She said to the gang representatives as well, why not love our fellow man? Why not, as Rodney King said, why can't we all get along?
See, we up here,
to say that.
you know, to address these Aryan nations or whatever.
Go ahead, Red.
You know, they preaching they hate towards black or whatever. Is that what you preaching?
No, I don't.
Not at all.
Okay, but I'm just saying that.
Hey, I'll speak to you on the street.
You do not hate anyone.
Hey, I'll trade with you.
You don't hate anyone.
I don't have no quarrel with you.
Okay, hold on. For the record, Bill would not shake my hand, but that's all right. Yes.
I would like to ask the Nazi on the end, what is his goal? What does he want? What is his philosophy? What do you want? What is your goal in life?
Stan, what do you want out of life?
Well, I think it's a bad commentary when the gang members showed up here, where all the audience seemed to applaud this. I think it's sending a very bad message to the people out there.
Are the Nazis sending a better message?
Okay,
Okay, Stan. All right, hold on, folks. Hold on.
You know, I'm I'm not in love with the street gangs, but compared to these neo-Nazi pieces of crap, I'll take the street gangs. Sit down.
I want you to sit down. T. Rogers. Sit down. Hey, sit down, guys. I don't know what you guys do. Hey, sit down. Sit down or you're going to be thrown out. That's your last warning. You get up again, you're out.
That is a good example. That is a good example of a Jew. That is a good example. You listen to him.
For the lady.
Palestine. The Jews have been carrying out genocide against the Palestinian people since 1948.
You incite them, you're going to go too, Stan. Quiet down. Quiet. Sit down, please. All right.
Anybody. But to sit up there and say you're the gang, you're the racist, you're all insecure.
Hey, I'm not a racist. I'm a segregationist. There's a difference.
All right. Hold it. I'm taking audience questions. Any more provocation, Stan? You're out. Sir, any more from you? You're out. T. Rogers.
All right.
First, identify yourself.
My name is T. Rogers. I am the CEO of a program called Sidewalk University. To the older woman that addressed my colleagues as gang members and said that there was no love and we should know our God, Diamond is the CEO of a group called South Central Love, and it's an acronym for Let Our Vision Educate. When we came in here, we didn't come in here just as Crips and Bloods, but we came in here as fathers. We came in here as future mothers and parents. So we've grown far beyond this.
Okay.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah.
In fairness, however, this community must admit that gang violence, even given the truce, is still out of hand. They are not worse. No, darling, it's not a question of worse or better. It's a question of we need to get along with each other. What do you mean?
That's how the media pump it up about the black people to keep us down, but they don't pump them up at all.
Put them down. Okay. Okay, no. Now let me go to the... Sid. Sid, you're on the telephone. You're on the air.
Moved out of L.A. County. I understand people booing the Klans people, but how can people clap for the damn gang members? They cause more trouble in L.A. County than any Klan people. Okay. I propose, death to all you gang members.
All right. Get him off the phone.
If you were... I believe that the truly superior would help and defend the weaker in the society. You're not superior. You're the lowest of society because you have to excel yourself in so that you wouldn't be the lowest, so that somebody is lower than you. I grew up in Nazi Germany, and I would not, if I could, allow a Nazi party in this country or any other country.
The only thing
Hold
is...
it.
Is my turned on? Yeah, he'll turn it on when he starts speaking.
I'm not applauding for either group. I'm not sure that this Nazi group is anything other than just something commercial. You keep trying to sell yourselves. The gang groups are out of control. But I want to know, does anybody actually hold down a real working job like Geraldo?
Yeah, I do.
Let's find out.
That's right, I do.
Some suggest this ain't work. All right, hold it, I'll get to you. I'm going to quickly poll the audience. Poochie, hold it. Let's find out who these people are. Poochie, what do you do for a living? Where are you in school?
I go to YOU, and I got a job. I work at a junior high school.
Red?
I work for the Community Youth Gang Services. My name is Kenneth Stewart.
Okay. Black Diamond?
I'm co-founder of South Central Love. We are human rights activists.
Do you collect the salary?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah. Cuate. Now I don't work, but, I do
How
kick
come?
it.
Why don't you work?
Huh?
Why don't you get a job? Why don't you?
Nobody hire us.
Nobody?
Well,
have you tried?
Yeah, I tried.
Grizzly?
I'm a college student.
Quickly, John?
I work.
What do you do?
I do painting.
You're a house painter?
Yes.
Whose houses do you paint?
All houses.
Do they know you're a Nazi?
If they want to know, they can ask me.
Okay, David?
Sous chef.
Say again?
Sous chef.
You're a chef?
Yes.
Do they know of your...
Sure do.
Bill?
Own a trucking business in Northern California, cattle rancher.
You're a rancher?
Rancher and trucking business.
Clyde?
I work on a beef ranch, and I do not associate myself with racial Bolsheviks such as Tom Metzger.
Okay. And Stan, are you a full-time Nazi?
Yes, 24 hours a day, my politics.
24-hour day Nazi. It's high tide for Hitler in sunny California. We are live in L.A. And we'll be back in a moment. Stay tuned. L.A., high tide for Hitler. A unique, maybe extraordinary face-off here between the forces of hate and the group, some say, the forces of violence on the other hand. All right, yes, ma'am.
I'd like to know if any of you skinheads or whatever you call yourselves would change your idiotic way of thinking if a black person or a Hispanic person saved your life one day.
No. David, would you accept blood from a black man if you needed a transfusion?
No, I wouldn't.
Hold it. Poochie, do I understand you wanted to say something about Sid, the phone caller, in the last segment?
Yeah, and to the lady that said stuff about the gang members, I'm not a gang member no more. You know, I grew past that. I got a child, and I got my life and my child life to live. I don't got time to gang that day no more. I'm on the positive side.
Okay, to address that, I think the whole educational system need to be wiped out and restarted because they're not teaching the real history about people. If they knew white people were worshiping black gods and black idols and they doing...
I don't want to get into the history and all that.
Okay.
Melissa, you're on the air. Melissa.
I'm here, Geraldo, and...
What do you have to say?
What I have to say is I am sick and tired of these gangs that we have in Los Angeles, and I think they should just get out of California. You're not wanted here. And I'm sick of having to fear for me and my little boys' life.
Right.
And for the skinheads, I'm not for them, but I do believe that we should be able to have, everyone has to have pride in their race. That goes for whites.
Hold it. Grizzly. Quiet, please. Grizzly.
The way I see it is why they applauded us coming out here is because, you know, we're not out here preaching hate and everything. You know, maybe gangs aren't that great, but it's my family. They're my friends. You know, we stick together. These guys over here, you know, maybe they applaud us. Maybe we're not so great, but maybe we're the lesser two evils. These guys are a lot worse than us.
Well said, I think. Okay, hold it. Sit down, I told you. Clayton, is that your name?
Yeah.
Clayton, hold it. Now, Clayton, are you a skinhead?
Negative. First of all,
Are you a surfer?
No, but I live down the beach area. Okay, first of all, I'd like to say hi to all my friends in San Diego.
Okay, come on, man, come on.
And second of all, the reason I came on this show is because
we didn't invite this guy, just showed up.
Excuse me, I was invited. And second of all is because people like you that says, shut up, I'm sick and tired of being mistaken. Mistaken? I'm not racist. I'm not a racist, all right? I'm not a I'm not a racist, excuse me, but I'll tell you something, Geraldo. When we came on this show today, me and my partner came up here, we walked up, and we walked up in front of a crowd and said, went up to one guy and say, hey, what's up? And they're all, what's up? You know, like they want to fight. Okay, I judge people after I touch hands with them.
Okay. Sit down. Here, shake hands, shut up. You're good. Quiet, please. Ma'am, could you identify yourself? Quiet, please.
Suzanne Lopez, I'm a psychotherapist.
Suzanne, do you ever work with street youth? Not that they were that young, most of them, but...
Yeah, I've worked with a lot of gang kids on the West Side and for many years. And I think that what this young man on the end was talking about is really true, Grizzly, is that kids need to have a sense of family. They need to have a sense of belonging. And my experience working with a lot of young guys who are in gangs is that was the reason that they got jumped in, is because nobody was at home.
Recruited and joined.
Yeah.
Basically.
And nobody was at home, or the parents that were at home didn't speak English, and there was nobody there to connect with them. And it's like you get to feel important. You get to be somebody. And
what
I
about
think
this other side? Is this a similar phenomenon, the skinheads?
I think that they're both kind of negative, elitist energies. You know, and I think Black Diamond is really telling the truth when he says, and it's like, unfortunately, a lot of kids don't get to be old enough to discover that they need to be there for their family, that there's other things that are as important as belonging and being connected.
In your research, hold it, I just want to find something out. In your research, and of course we're not speaking specifically about anybody on the panel here, but in your research, do you find that people join hate groups because of some problem in the home?
I think it's for the same reason. It's a way to be connected. It's a way to belong. It's a way to feel like you're important and you're somebody connected to something.
Okay. You know, I want to let you respond, and I want to let you respond. Let me take a break. And Steve, you on the telephone? Hello, Steve?
Yes.
You have a quick comment before I take this break?
Yeah, I have a suggestion. You should put the skinheads and all these gang members in one big room and let them do away with each other.
Quiet, please. It won't be this room. I'll be right back after these commercial messages. Stay tuned. Live in L.A. High Tide, Heil Hitler. We are live in L.A. Kind of a summit going on here. Clyde, let me hear from you. What do you have to say about yourself?
In response to this lady's observance of right-wing groups, such as whatever, you know, I'd like to say that I come from a wonderful Protestant family, and
what does your wonderful Protestant family feel about your current activities?
They feel that, you know...
Are your parents embarrassed by you?
No, it's fine, not as long as I commit, you know, if I don't commit illegal acts, and you know, I work for a Mormon family, and
let me, hold on, Black Diamond and Red, I want to get to you. I just have to find out a little bit more about what's the scene here in California. I think we got to go to David and John to do that. Can you tell us approximately how many members, or how can you characterize the size of your group and your objective?
What'd you say?
Come on.
What is it, like, what, 1 million now?
Maybe 2 million.
Right. Maybe 200 million. What's your objective? What do you have? Quiet, please.
I'm not even from the state.
Okay, John, you are, right? You're
Right.
a local man. All right, what's your objective locally?
We have a lot of members. I mean, we can't give you exact statistics of how many members.
Why?
These people have jobs. These people have jobs.
But what's your purpose? What's your
purpose?
Goal?
Our purpose is separation. We believe that everyone would get along a lot better if we were all separate. That's it. Don't believe in violence. Don't believe in violence. I don't believe in violence. I don't believe in lynching anyone. I don't believe in shooting anyone. I want to be separate.
Right here about Africans going back to Africa, Japanese going back to Japan, Mexicans going back to Mexico.
If you guys want to go back, I'll pay for it. I'll send you. I'll give you the money to do it.
Hitler, why don't they go back to Germany and just leave it alone?
Geraldo. Give me the ticket. Give me the ticket. You want me to go back to Germany? I'll go.
Yo, yeah, you guys. Hey, wait a minute. Hey, okay, I'm a Native American. All right? My family's been here long before anybody came here. All right? God made Columbus to find this place for a reason, for all of us to get along. If you can't get along, go back where you came from. Because the Native Americans,
Columbus
they don't want
South
nobody
America.
here that can't get along.
Columbus found South America.
Black Diamond. Go ahead, Black Diamond.
I just wanted to say, as far as, you know, me and a lot of other people, I'm not a gang member. It was titled as a gang member.
We know you're ex-blood.
All right. So we have organizations that's founded on the conception of all people to get along together. And there's no way in the world you can compare us to these ignorant people sitting over here.
Love it. Red. Okay, go to Red, then I'm going to Robin on the telephone. Go ahead.
Okay, they were talking about separatism. It's already separatism. If you got money, you can live in a better influential neighborhood, and then if you lower in poverty, then you have to live where the Mexicans or the blacks are living. So it's already separatism. We can't ride through Beverly Hills without getting pulled over. The Mexicans can't ride through Beverly Hills without getting pulled over. So it's already separate, and it's economic.
There's not a person in this room who can disagree with that. There is an invisible line separating two communities. Robin, you're on the phone. I mean, you're on the air. Robin.
Geraldo.
Yes, I'm
Let
listening.
me talk to the guys up on the stage.
Yes, ma'am.
I am a white woman whose father was born and raised with Hitler. Okay? You guys are a disgrace to the white race. Okay? You guys make me embarrassed to be a white person.
Because we want to be separate from everyone else. No, because we want to be separate, we're racist.
Knew better. Because
racist
you know what?
is someone who hates.
I do not hate anyone.
I want to be separate.
I don't care what color you are.
Prove to me.
We all
prove to me how I. Hey, what's this right here? Who did this?
You know what?
Who did that?
You know what nigger means?
Get out,
Nigger
man.
means
I told you, you're out of here.
And you know
you're
what?
Out of here. Come on, get out of here.
Pretty white.
Come on, Bobby, get him out of here. Out, out, out. I told you we won't take him out. Good, get him out of here. We won't take that. I'm telling you, folks. Sit down. Sit down. I told you before, that's not what this is about. Now, don't make me look bad. Don't make yourselves look bad. Now, just calm down. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a question for...
I tell you what, let me take a break now, then I'll take your question. Let me take a break. Cool down. Live in L.A., high tide for Hitler. Reminds me of the, wasn't that movie, The Producers, Zero Mostel? Springtime for Hitler? Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a comment and a question for this half over here.
Okay, go.
For you, the painter, what if it was a black man's house and you knew about it? Would you paint his house still?
I have.
So you're contradicting yourself. Next comment, I'm proud to be white, but I'm also proud that I can have the faith and the easiness of living with other people around me that are different colors with no problems. Without people like you, if you don't like it, get out of our country, get out of our state. Leave us all alone.
Stan of the American Nazi Party. Yes, Stan. Quiet, please.
I'd like to address that. Looking at the audience, you know, 3,000 years ago, Babylon thought they could do the same thing. Hold it. Listen.
Ladies and gentlemen, give the man a chance. You can think
Babylon with what?
I did see it.
Babylon could not survive what we are creating in America. Russia could not survive what they attempted to do under Bolshevism. And not only Yugoslavia.
Okay, you made the point.
Survive.
Thank you.
No, none of that history.
I like to say two things. To them right there, I don't even got no question towards them because they don't make no difference to me because they ain't in my community. For one, you know. For two, you talk about gang members. We came in here as gentlemen. We didn't come in the TV show, whoever else labels as gang in society. Y'all need to stop and take around and look. I promote peace every day. I done been to the White House. I done been on TV, promote peace. All our little homies here, these is bloods. They're considered enemies to me, to y'all. But we here together. You know what I mean? We go on field trips. We work at everything in the world together. We got Mexicans right here we kicking with right now. We just met them. We don't have no problem. Y'all need to wake up and save a life instead of trying to knock a life.
There you go. There you go. Tell them, Cole. That's right, baby. That's right.
Yeah, well, Hitler hated Jews and gays, and yet Hitler was half Jewish and he was a homosexual. So what do you got to say about that?
What kind of proof do you have that he was a homosexual? How many proof do you have? How many, where's your proof? Where's your proof? You tell me where your proof is.
Wait. Hey, don't feel bad. Wait, hold it. Right. Don't feel bad. He could have said he was a transsexual, so don't feel bad.
Hey, I got one question for homeboy. He said, like, you know, they think they're Nazis because they're white. They ain't Nazis. First of all Nazis spoke German. They don't speak no German.
Socialism is a philosophy.
You know, you talking all this Babylon. Listen, you talking all this Babylon. He's a Protestant. He's the enemy of the Catholic Church. And if you study European history, the Catholics and Protestants have been fighting for thousands of years. So you're gonna be fighting yourself.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
English is so, but I will go.
One more. And you're going to be watching from backstage. Go ahead.
I love you very much.
Thank you, I love you too.
They said they want to separate. They come from Mongolia, by Ginger Khan, and they the Hunim, the Barbarim. They can go back there and to leave everybody in peace and quiet.
Give us a plane ticket. We'll go. I'll go. Give me the money.
The young people that are on the stage, they have come here in order to get peace in our communities as far as the gangs are concerned. Right. And this is what we as black leaders in this country want. We want to see our young people come here, so we don't want anyone to pounce on them. But this man with the hood, this man with the suit and the black tie, they preach hatred. The young man with the cap on his head who's worked for Mormons and is from a good Protestant family should stop and think about God. God made us all, and he wants us all to live together.
And I want to peacefully take this commercial break. Jennifer, stand by, you're next. High tide, boy. Hitler, California. Okay. We'll be right back. Before Hitler, surfboards and Sig Heil. Live in LA, lady in the brown, stand up. What do you want to say?
I'd like to speak
louder,
to
louder, can
somebody
you?
over there.
Sit on the wall.
Conehead Father Time. I'd like to know what makes somebody like this even want to become. I mean, are you rejected as a child, or you?
All right, that's enough. Bill, you had something to say.
Hold it.
Bill.
Well, number one, I don't hate anybody out there.
Yeah.
No, now wait a minute. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I don't know you, so I don't have no reason to hate you.
Why do you wear that uniform then?
What's the big hat?
What's the rebel flag for then?
Well, number one, this has been in my family for over 100 years.
Is that right?
Are you
that uniform?
Yeah.
Your forefathers are
Mexican
Klan?
land before you guys even came here.
Huh?
This was Mexican land before you guys even. How can you talk
Well, it
about?
probably was. Hey, but the point is, the point is, it's all right.
I know everything about the KKK.
Jennifer, you are on the air. Jennifer, you're on the air.
Hold it. Yeah, hi, Geraldo.
Go ahead, Jennifer. Hold it. Go ahead.
Geraldo, I'd like to issue a challenge, and I would like very much for one gang member and one Nazi, or whatever they want to call themselves,
right,
to stand up and shake hands on the stage right now, and to show us some sign of respect and a step towards peace. And if they can do just that one thing, it would be a start.
Here, Jennifer, this is the best I think I'll be able to do. Hold on, I can't hear the caller. I can't hear the call. Okay, all right, yeah. Yes.
Yes. Thank you.
This is a big person. This is a big person. Hold it.
Yeah, Geraldo, my name is Big Flintstone. I'm from Westside BPS and Samoan Booyah Tribe. We all here to represent, the people of color. I won't shake hands with one of them, but I know what I'll do. One thing is, I can't represent my people unless I do it right. And they have a policy of divide and conquer. This is a part of divide and conquer. And I'm gonna let you know one thing. I'm not with this. I'm with...
Hold it.
They call me Little Boxer, and I'm from Little Watts, and I've been around my neighborhood for 17 years. I've been through gunshot wounds, stab wounds, whatever. I used to fight my people, but I don't fight my people no more.
Okay. There you
I'm
go.
starting to get along with blacks.
There you go.
But you are illiterate people.
Okay. Hold it. This is a moment. Hold it. Well, shh. This is a moment. Remember how these colors led to so much violence in this community? Look at that. They're over. It's over. Get them out of here. They're over.
Geraldo.
Sit down. Black Diamond.
2 questions before we leave. We don't
Hold
have
it.
a lot of time.
You get up again, you're gone, sir. Last
2
warning.
questions. If more people would get involved with the reduction of violent crime, we wouldn't have this violent crime even going on. Most people don't want to do nothing when it's their neighbor's child, only when it's your own child. Do something if everybody, whoever's on the block, if something is wrong, get involved. At the same time...
All right, I'll give you the last word. I got to take a break now. I'll be right back. We are live in L.A.
In Los Angeles, a comedy.
All right, First order of business here. This is the address for T. Rogers Street, Sidewalk University. Quiet, please. Sidewalk University, Post Office, Box 19095A, LA 90019. There's the phone number, 213-644-2144. It's a way out, a way to get some communication going. Okay, David, you have the last word for your side. Go ahead.
I would just like to say we don't promote hate or violence, okay? We're for the preservation of the white race. We don't want to be with you guys or you yellow people or you Jews. We just want to be with ourselves.
John,
we were the ones that created everything here. Without us, there would be no life.
Skills in the order. Come on. Hold it. Let's go. Off and out. Off and out. Go ahead. Let's go. All right, let's get them out. Get them right out of the building. Right out of the building, Bobby. Right out of the building. Good. Okay. All right. All right. Right out. Right out. Right out of the building. All right, Black Diamond, final words. Hold it, please. Quiet. They've left the building, so calm down. Go ahead.
We are people, we can't get along. If you want to know more about it, for South Central Love, Sidewalk University, the Action Organization in San Bernardino, call us. We're in the book.
Suzanne,
we love you. Come join the love.
I think that you guys should be ashamed of yourself.